Hello everyone. Today we are going to read section 2, The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. A Christmas Carol is one of the greatest classics of the world written by Charles Dickens. In the story, Dickens shows the need for fellow feelings and sympathy if we are to live happily in this world. Ebenezer Scrooge was a miserly, grasping, hard businessman who was mean to everyone, especially his clerk Bob Cratchit. Refused to help the poor and hated Christmas. As a result, the rest of humanity shunned Scrooge, but he didn't care one little bit. One Christmas Eve, Scrooge went home after refusing to join his nephew Fred at Christmas dinner or take part in any way in Christmas cheer, calling it all a humbug. That evening, his late partner Jacob Marley's ghost, who in life had been another Scrooge, visited him. The ghost was wearing heavy chains and bemoaning his fate. Marley's ghost told Scrooge he had forced the chain of his misery link by link through his life and now regretted the way he had lived his life but could do nothing about it since he was dead. Then the ghost said, I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate, Ebenezer. He also told Scrooge that for his own good he would be haunted by three spirits. After delivering his message, the ghost vanished. The first spirit to visit Scrooge was the ghost of Christmas past. It was a strange figure, like a child, yet not so like a child as like a small old man. Its hair was white as if with age, and yet the face was young. It wore a white dress with a shimmering belt. But the strangest thing about it was that a bright, clear jet of light sprung from the top of its head that illuminated everything. This spirit took Scrooge back through times long past, back to his school days and to the Christmases he used to enjoy as a young child, and also some as a lad that he spent in boarding school, miserable and alone. It also showed him how he had lost the love of a loving and caring woman by becoming a hard miser interested only in money. The next visitor, the ghost of Christmas present, was a jolly ghost in a loose green robe bordered with white fur. It showed Scrooge what joys and pleasant experiences he missed by not participating in Christmas, and took Scrooge on a tour of poor people enjoying their humble Christmases. Bob Cratchit's family was among them, as also that of his nephew Fred, whose Christmas dinner Scrooge has rudely refused to join. The last to visit was the ghost of Christmas yet to come. The spirit was covered in black from head to toe. Its face and shape was not visible except for its hands, which was except for its hand, which was stretched out with a finger pointing ahead. Scrooge was filled with deep fear. His terror turned ice cold when the spirit did not utter a word but just stood there pointing. "Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come?" asked Scrooge. The spirit did not answer but pointed ahead. "You are going to show me what is yet to happen in times to come, isn't it?" There was a movement at the top of the rope as if the spirit had nodded, and that was the only answer it gave. Scrooge was shaking with fear as he followed the ghost of Christmas yet to come. "Spirit, I am very scared of you, but as I know that what you will show is for my good, I am willing to come with you. Take me wherever you have to." The ghost offered Scrooge glimpses of a possible future marked by the death of an old sinner and Tiny Tim, the beloved child of Bob Cratchit. Eventually, Scrooge said, "Oh, Spirit, I know it is nearly time for us to part company. But you must tell me who that sinner was who was lying in bed." They reached the churchyard. The ghost pointed through the iron gate into the churchyard. It was a small, cramped yard, run down and neglected. There were weeds all over the graves. The spirit stood among the graves and pointed to one of them. Scrooge approached it, trembling. "Before I look at the name and the stone, will you tell me something? Are these all shadows of what will be or what may be?" The spirit silently pointed to the grave. "I know that if man acts in a certain way, then there will be a certain end for him. But if he changes his ways, will the end be the same? Tell me that this is not so." The spirit did not move. Scrooge crept towards the grave, shaking as he went. He followed the finger and read upon the stone of the uncapped grave his name, Ebenezer Scrooge. "Am I that man who lay upon the bed?" The finger pointed to the grave. "No, spirit, no, no, no." The finger was still there. "Spirit, I am no longer the person I was. I have changed, I assure you. Why do you show me all this if there is no hope for me?" The hand started to shake. "Good Spirit, I know you pity me. Tell me there is hope for me." In desperation, Scrooge clung to the hand of the spirit, which tried to free itself. And then he noticed a great change in the spirit. It seemed to be shrinking and becoming smaller and smaller. Finally, it collapsed and became a bedpost. The bedpost was his own. The bed was his own. The room was his own. And the best of all, the time ahead of him, the time yet to come, was his own. And he could make a better man of himself. I will live in the past, present, and the future, said Scrooge as he jumped out of bed. The spirits of all three will live in me. In the end, Ebenezer Scrooge became once again the kind-hearted, happy man he was in his youth. He sent a huge Christmas turkey to Bob Cratchit's and attended Fred's party. Later, he gave Bob a raise and looked after Tiny Tim, because of which the little boy recovered from his illness. So, this was the reading of our lesson, The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check the description box for the links to other lessons. Thank you, everyone.